Good morning, interwebs. Hello and welcome to what is probably going to be vlog number 1. Yes, welcome to the beginning. So, this morning, what have I been doing? Well, I've just been doing some weird admin stuff this morning. I've edited today's edition of The Climb, which was pretty boring, so I didn't show you that. I sent an email to somebody about a book that I won on a live stream last night, and ended up going down one of these rabbit holes where I was like, my email signature is really out of date. It's talking about the 4 realms, which is out of print at the moment. So I procrastinated productively and created a new email signature. Yes, so I've done that. And then that led me to thinking, oh, I'm missing a bit of information on my website. I have if you go to the website, adrianfaulkner.com, you will see that I have a start here area, which basically talks about, it just gives an introduction to me and just kind of says, hi, here I am, here's everything about me. But I noticed I wanted it to be very writerly centric, because that's primarily what I am, but it didn't mention the storm chasing, it didn't mention the sword fighting, which are elements of what I do, and whilst I don't want it to be the focus, I don't want somebody to come there during a time when I'm between books. Like, for example, at the moment, when everything's all about Chasepalooza, and suddenly find that, wait a minute, he's not talking about books, he's talking about storms. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that, put that in there, which then resulted in WordPress wouldn't save it properly. Because of the theme I'm using, it's like a container. This is really boring stuff, sorry. But you know, some people will be really interested. It's basically got a container. So the container is where the text is, it's a part of the layout. So I saved the container. Went to refresh the page, none of the changes were there. So I rewrote it all because I'm an idiot and I didn't do a copy-paste, in case something like this happened. Saved it again, made sure I'd saved it twice, went back, still not happened. What it turns out you need to do is you need to save the container and then you need to save the page as well. But if you save the container and then go away from the edit of the page, you lose all those things that you saved in the container, so you have to rewrite it. So I ended up rewriting this thing about 15 times, and it seemed to deteriorate with each attempt rather than improve. So that's that done. So, plan for the rest of today. Right, the thing I need to do is I do need to go into town, because I need to get a new hand luggage bag for all my kit. I've got so much more kit this year, and the people at the camera centre said that to bring all my kit down and they'd find a bag big enough for it. Don't think that's possible. Really don't think that's possible. So there's that to do. Swindon Free Writers have got something on in town today, so that would all marry up, except I've not had breakfast yet and it's about 11 o'clock and I want something to eat first, because otherwise I'll just get hangry. And so I'm going to cook something and then go down, but the Swindon Writers may have gone by then, but I do still need to get the bag. It's just all money, and I've got Amazon deliveries coming today. Woo! So, action-packed day here in the Faulkner household. Yes, well, what a great way to start off vlogging. Okay, right, let's get to it. So, heading into town to try and get a new camera bag, because I use this one for my DSLR, and then I normally use a great big backpack as well. So I brought my gear because they said bring all your stuff along and we'll find a bag that fits it all. But even just with this, it is really, really cumbersome. So let's hope I can find one. So I've just bought a new camera bag. They made me bring all my stuff in so I could check whether it would fit. I think it's all going to fit in there. Trouble is cutting it all back because there's a delivery awaiting, so I'm struggling with it. So I'm going to put all the stuff in here.
transferred everything over from these bags into the new rucksack. It's really comfortable. It's Manfrotto. Really liking it already. I'm kind of envisaging how heavy it's going to be when I've got everything in it. But after this black bag, my camera bag, and normally my laptop bag is what I take with me when on trips to the States. And I am really looking forward to not having to lug 2 bags around, even if this thing does prove heavier in the end. So it's really good. But I've had a call from Amazon who've said that they're trying to deliver something to me, which I know what it is. It's more stuff for storm chasing or Chasepalooza. So rather than stay in town and get a drink and do stuff, I was going to do stuff there. I'm having to head back to collect this gear. So bit of a hurry at the moment. So I've just got back and got my parcels. Yeah, we'll open those a little bit later, but this is the new bag. So it's a Manfrotto, Manfrotto Bumblebee, I believe. So what I like about this is it basically, if you open it up, has all these little compartments. So the idea being is that what I can do is like put my DSLR in one, put GoPro in the other, camcorder there, and then like the vlogging camera can go in there. There's also these side pockets which I can configure. I've put my intervalometer in there for the moment, and just put my cables in there. There's also some pockets there. There's some pockets on the front, so some small little pockets. This, I've been told, this clips on, and you can use this to hold a tripod. So that's cool. So I can put documents in there for when I travel. So then, if we go to another one here, space there, like passport, stuff like that. And then, if we, let me zip this up so they don't all fall out. And you can also, there's also a nice little clip there. I don't know if you can see that. Just so that if the zip did, you know, you'd have got it full, the zip isn't going to burst. Then, what you have got is, in the back, there is a, as you can see, this is really quite padded. There's even an area down there I could put something. I don't know what, ooh, something could go in there. But there's another area there, padded area, and that's where I put the laptop. So, that's the new bag. Yeah, he did me a deal on it. Great Western. Thank you very much, cameras. Yeah, I probably could have got it cheaper. Well, for the RRP, I probably could have got it cheaper on Amazon. But the thing is one, they were super helpful with advice. They weren't trying to sell me the most expensive. I actually pushed them up for a bigger and more expensive bag. And they gave fantastic customer service, which just goes to show that if you're a small independent retailer trying to fight Amazon, then customer service counts for a lot. Really does. I'll go happily shop there again. Really good advice thing. So I may try and put a link in the description. So I need to open some parcels. Right, let's have a look what is in these boxes. This is the first one. So, we have got in there, we have some anchor cables. Main reason for these is that my, I'll have to open these from there. My iPhone cables are notorious for breaking, and I want something, don't want something breaking there. And Anchor have got phenomenal quality from everything I've heard, so I'm going to be using that for charging the iPhone. So I go, so that's that. Next up is this from Bestex with a 1-year warranty. That's nothing these days. So trying to work out how to open it. There we go. So what this is
is, if you can see, it is a portable it's basically a way to charge loads of USB devices from a single plug point, and it comes with lots of different plug points. So in theory, I can find one. There should be an American one. Please be there, American one somewhere. Oh no, the American one is there. Aha! That's why. Excellent. The American one is already in there. That is fantastic. Cool. I'm not so panicky now. So basically what I do with that one is I can basically plug that in the wall, and then I've got 4 USB ports, so I can charge like my phone and various things that charge from USB. Else here. This is... I can't even remember what I've ordered, literally. Oh, I know what this is, yeah. So this is for... I'm probably going to use this on the other iPhone. What it allows me to do... I'm going to take my old iPhone. I've usually use that when I go storm chasing, so if it gets lost it doesn't matter. And mainly also because I can get it unlocked. But my current iPhone now will... I've unlocked that as well, so I can put a US SIM in there. But I'm going to take both. I thought of using the old iPhone for vlogging. So, ow! Hope you caught that in camera. So there we go. What this is a very simple little device. The important thing is basically I can mount this onto a tripod, put my iPhone in it, and basically use it for vlogging or like a B-roll type stuff. One of the things I kind of want to be able to do is have lots of things set up so that when we're on a storm I can just set up some cameras and leave them running, and then if I capture something I'll just take the film off of whichever camera's caught it. So I'm going to have lots of different angles. So pretty much I've got 2 tripods, going to pretty much put those out, leave those running, probably use the GoPro with the suction cup mount on the side of the vehicle, leave that running pointing towards the storm. So I have 3 different angles, maybe have one of those cameras pointing at us, then use this camera to basically to vlog it. And that's my plan, which sounds like an awful lot of overkill, and it probably will be, but it will mean that I've got both the actual angle of the storm and I've got the angle of our reactions to it. So, which I think should make for some interesting videos, or at least give me options. So this now. This was my clever idea. Whether it proves to be a clever idea or not, I do not know. But what I have done, normally what I do, is I buy loads of travel adapters, and then I have a US version of one of these. The problem is that the travel adapters are normally so big that you have to leave a space in between. So if you have a block of 4, you could plug in a converter there and then a UK plug in one, but you can't get it into the second one, there's not enough room. So you'd only get 2 on the strip like this. Where this is slightly different is this has a US plug socket, but UK plugs. So the idea is like for all my chargers, I plug that into the wall and then I can plug each of my individual chargers in. So whether it will work or not, I don't know. I'm still going to take the chargers out with me, but yeah, so it will be a useful experiment. But it should mean that if I'm in a hotel, the trouble is hotel rooms, you know, I need suddenly find I need 13 plug points because I've got to charge the GoPro batteries, I need to charge the various camera batteries, and if we get in late and leaving early in the next morning, there isn't a lot of time to sort of get up, swap them over. So I literally have to go to bed, everything plugged in. So that's the idea behind that. So this is the final device, and this is 2 bits in there. Ah, yes, okay. So the first is this is a triple horseshoe V bracket. And you might say, what is this? So basically on the top of this camera, where you would normally put, like, if you can imagine like the flash, or you know, on an old camera ages ago when people used to use external flashes, there's like a horseshoe mount, and I use that horseshoe mount for several things. One is for LED lights, which I'm like using 2 of these at the moment to help illuminate this mess here. But I also use it for my microphone, and I also use it for something else. Oh yes, on my other camera, for the intervalometer, fits onto one of these as well. So I can't run all of them at the same time. Plus, this camera has a flip-up screen. So the problem is that you flip up the screen and you have you can't put your mic on and have the flip-up screen. What this does is it basically, you plug it into one. I could leave that open to maybe give me view my screen behind there, but then I can put a light on there, mic on there, put another device on there. It gives me options basically. So yeah, it was fairly cheap, so that's added to that. And this is the final thing I've ordered until I see something else. Ooh, comes with a little cleaning cloth. See, that helps if I hone it from Mudder. There you go. So this is, again, I'm trying to save space. I typically keep all my SD cards in like a little Tupperware box, and it's been really good, but I wanted to get one of these, which basically is just filled with pockets, little pockets. So I can just put the cards in there when I've used them, and that's a lot smaller, and that will keep somewhere safe. So yeah, that is all the stuff. I've created a complete mess now. Hopefully I won't need to buy any more things before I go away, but no doubt, knowing me, I probably will. So, I've spent the evening watching tornado videos and chatting to friends in Canada, so I'm going to leave it here for the first vlog. I hope it was bearable. It's one of these things, it's going to get better. It can't get any worse, can it? Let's face it. So, if you want to follow along, I'm going to improve. So, I welcome any comments on things I can do to improve it. Still learning. If you like, if there's, for example, any videos out there, or people making videos that you think I should watch, or maybe learn a bit from, then put them in the comments below. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We're about 10 days away from when things get really interesting, so this is my week of trialing things and seeing how things go. So we'll see. So yeah, let us know, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Yes, vlogging. Yes, this is what we're doing. Cheerio.